Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Dr. Thep. Dr. Thep is from Thailand, but he lives in Toronto, in Canada. So let's see what Dr. Thep has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Right, Thep, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm just home studying every day because I have a license exam in 3 weeks. So I just have to study every day. Yeah.
Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview. Thank you.
Welcome. Which country are you at?
I am in London, in the UK, in England.
Oh, that's so nice. I always want to go to London. I heard so much good things about London. So many games.
It's a beautiful place to be. It's very busy all the time. There's always something to do.
That's nice. I will be there one day.
Amazing. Yes, I'll be here to show you the city. Let me know.
I will.
Thep, so tell me, where are you from?
I am originally from Thailand. I was born and raised in Thailand. But I don't look Thai at all because my mom and dad are Indians. My dad is mixed, but technically I'm Indian by blood, but I was born and raised in Thailand. And then I graduated medicine in China. I did my kind of observation clinical in US. And now I'm here at Canada and Toronto, practicing naturopathic medicine as a naturopathic doctor.
Oh, wow. And why Toronto?
Why Toronto? To be honest, I didn't choose Toronto. Toronto chose me. And I love it. because I was a medical student and in China, and I fell in love with traditional Chinese medicine, holistic care that I learned there. And apparently, so I did a United License Medical exam. If you do not know anything about medical, it's like a first step to become a doctor in US. But because I passed that exam, I got accepted in a naturopathic medicine school here in Canada. And it's only one across Northern America. This is the biggest one. And it's the only one program in the world that accepts a medical student. So I do not have to go to 4 years like normal student who want to become a naturopathic doctor. I only have to be there approximately 2 years, 1 year in class, 1 year doing a clinical rotation, seeing patients, get a number, then I'll grant a degree as naturopathic doctor degree. So basically Canada chose me. It's the only one that I can do in Northern America. So I came here and I fell deep in love with it, and I'm not going away.
And how long have you been in there for in Toronto?
Approximately 2 years. I just graduated. So I just graduated and like settling in and everything. Yep.
Actually, I was in Canada. I just came back 3 weeks ago. I spent Christmas with my godson, my best friend who lives in Montreal.
Oh, Montreal is so nice. I went to Montreal for the first time in Gay Pride around August time. Beautiful country, a beautiful city.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Thep, so before we start our journey, really in the Magic Box, tell me a little bit about your profession as a doctor.
My passion is, so I'm a naturopathic doctor, graduated, so I'm writing my license right now. My passion has always been mental health and chronic pain, because when I was a medical student in China as well, I did a 1 full year clinical rotation in a mental health ward. It's like a psychiatric hospital separate from like a general hospital. So my mental health has always been related to specifically depression, anxiety, all mental health problems, but specifically related to gay population, because I am gay, queer myself, and especially in China, there's I shouldn't go into this, but basically I just want to help gay people. I just want to help people who are like me, who have so harder time accepting themselves, and they were suppressing. You suppress who you are for half of your life, for years, for 10 years, 20 years, and it definitely have an impact on you long term, right? So I want to be the one, that gay naturopathic doctor who focus on mental health and helping people like me.
Absolutely. Very good. Good one. Good point. Right. So are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay, I'm ready.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my lovely box full of random fun questions. Okay, I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Okay, let's do it. It's a Brazilian music.
That's correct. Where are you from?
Brazil, originally from Brazil.
You're from Brazil? Okay, I want to go to Brazil as well. You know what? You have to take me to everywhere. Brazil, London, everywhere.
We do a tour around the world.
Please, for free. Free guide.
Okay, Tape, so just before we start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Sure. Sure.
First question is, what makes you a unique person?
I think I'm very unique in it. So I starting, this year that I'm in Toronto, I start finding myself again. And I really fell in love with who I am eventually. This year, this is the first time in my life where I feel comfortably in my own skin. I fell in love with myself. And I think the best strength in me is I'm a very positive person. And I'm very grateful that I was born and raised up by a really good mom, really good family who always, have a positive insight to everything you see. And I think I'm exactly like that. I see everything in such a positive way, and it makes me happy. I attract positive things by being positive.
Amazing. And you always been like that?
I'm always been like that. Thank you to my mom too, because my moms have such a, hard life. Her husband wasn't really good to her. So many obstacles in life, but she sees things in such a positive way all the time with kind and love. And I think I get that a lot from her. So I think I'm always like that because of her influence.
Very good. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, tell me, so you were raised in Thailand and you moved to China because of your studies.
Yes.
And tell me what's the best memories that you have from China?
I have a lot. China is, I would say that 5 years in China is golden year of my life. Because imagine I was in China when I was 19 years old, 19 to around 24. That's like it's a teenage year, golden year of your life where you bloom. And I bloom really well in China. I work in a TV show in China as well. It's a comedy reality TV show in China. So I think that was one of the best part in China for me as well, because I meet so much, cool, queer people. And I start realizing that you being gay and queer, it's okay. You can be so successful like them, because when you're in medical school, you rarely see any queer people. And I'm the only queer gay one in the class. But I realized that, gay people be on TV and they're so successful, they make a lot of money and they're so happy, and I can be that too. So I think that's the best part. I meet these amazing people in the TV show.
So tell me a little bit about your TV show there, the experience.
TV show is reality TV shows that there's no script. It's like a talk show. I represent my country, Thailand and India. And it's a comedy, a reality TV show every week on Saturday. And we speak Chinese, all of us speak Mandarin. So, not a lot of people can watch it, only Chinese people who speak Mandarin watch it. It's very fun. It's very fun. What can I tell you? It's really fun all over the place.
It goes live every day or every week?
Every week. It's a really big TV show. It's like not like a normal TV. It's really big. It's like every week. So even when I come to Canada in the beginning, before the pandemic, they fly me to China every month, once a month. They fly me. We shoot the show for 2 days, and I fly back. So I go there for 2 days, and I fly back. It's a really big TV show in China. So even here, when I walk in Toronto, sometime on the street, people like Chinese people see me and they're like, "Are you?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Wow. It's a really cute TV show. They're such a nice people. And I never learned Chinese in my life. I never go have Chinese class or speak Mandarin, but this show helped me a lot, improving my speaking skills. And now I speak Chinese, Mandarin, like Mandarin Chinese people. So yeah, I'm grateful.
Very good. Next question for you is, what does happiness mean to you?
That's a difficult question. Let me think about it. I feel like happiness for me is when I'm grateful, because there's so many things I used to fall in the trap of comparing myself and having so big goals. Like, for example, to be frank, like I need to make this amount of money per year. I need to excel in my study. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I forgot to realize that, you need to stop and just be grateful sometime. And that's what I do these days. every time I walk outside, it took 10 minutes. Or walk to the gym, on my way to gym for 15 minutes. I would just feel grateful, say thank you to God. I pray to God, right? I pray a lot. But instead of praying and asking for things that I want, I start thank you for the things that I have, being grateful. And that's a happiness. The more I'm grateful, I feel like the luckier I am getting.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so that's happiness, being grateful.
Good for you. Very good. I love that. Next question. I can see you like dancing. Very good.
I'm so bad at dancing.
Next question for you is, what has been the happiest point of your life?
My happiest point of my life is, so 2 months, I guess it's recently, 2 months ago, my mom found out that I'm gay.
Oh, tell me about it, if you can share.
She called me and she found out. She said, I know you're gay now. I was so shocked because all my life, I guess I was hiding who I am because I want to be respectful for her. I love her, and she's from India. Being gay is such a taboo thing in her culture and everything. But the happiest moment comes when she actually tell me the first sentence, I know you're gay and it's okay. Are you okay now that I know you're gay and I'm okay? And I cried, and it's like a weight of the world just lift off from my shoulder, because she's the only one who I'm hiding myself. I'm not coming out as gay fully just because of her, because I don't want to break her heart. But now that she's fully accept me, then it's the happiest moment of my life. Now I am who I am, So I think that's one of the happiest moments in my life.
Very good. I love that. I love it. And I do have siblings as well.
I do have siblings. So my sister was the one who told her. So I have one sister, one brother. I'm the youngest one. I have one brother, one sister. They're in Thailand right now.
Very good. Next question. Before the next question, what's the best part of being a doctor and what's the most challenging part?
I think the best part is you're satisfied. I feel like at the end of the day, you go to work, and when you finish your work and you're walking home or taking a bus home, you feel like you're making a difference in someone's life. You feel like you're doing something good, something meaningful. And I think that's the best part of my day. The challenge things come when, I think the challenge for me is the studies, the time consumed that I have to do. And the challenge is the time that I have to consume to become where I'm at right now. I have to sacrifice so many social events. I have to sit at home and study, because I'm a very fun and socialized person. I like going out, talking to friends and everything, but that's a challenge for me. I feel like I have to give up some of that to excel in my career.
I see. All right. Yeah. Next question is, what is the biggest difference between you and your best friend?
That's funny, because my best friend are exactly alike me. They're twin. He's twin. He's everything like me. I think the biggest difference is,
he lives in Toronto, or he lives
in Toronto. He lives in Toronto. It's like I find a twin. It's exactly the same image of me. Exactly the way we think, the way we talk, the way we experience life and see things. I think the biggest difference is, the biggest difference is I'm more outgoing. I'm loud, and but he's not very loud. He's quiet one. I'm loud.
And how did you guys meet up?
We met up on Grindr. We met on Grindr, and then we become friends. And now we're best. We're like brothers. We're even more than just a friends. We're like family.
Oh, very good. Good luck. He'll be very happy when he watched the interview. He'll be very happy to know that.
I tell him all the time. All the time. We tell each other all the time.
Next question. Next question for you, Thep.
Yes.
Tough question now, okay? If your plane was going down, and if you could call just one person to say goodbye, who that would be and why?
Definitely is my family. I would definitely call my mom. I think I was debating between my mom, my brother, and my sister, but I guess I would definitely call my mom, because I mean, I could not repay the love, the support she have given me in my life. And you know what? I don't think in this world, no one will ever love you as your parents. No one, right? So like they're more sacrifice, like they when you ever have problems or anything like that, they take your problem as their own. And I think it's really hard to find someone like that who would do that for you all the time. So I think I would definitely call her. You know,
You said something very interesting. I was talking to my mom the other day. She's back in Brazil, and she told me, I don't text you or I don't send message to you or I call you every day, but I think about you every single day.
Yeah,
it was so nice to hear that. I was like, oh my god, that's so nice to hear.
That's so kind. Yeah, so I definitely call her because I don't think I will ever repay all those love that she gave me.
Oh, sweet. Next question. Before the next one, as I can see how much you love living in Toronto, but what's the most challenging part of living there, in your opinion, so far? 2 years since you've been there.
I guess the most challenging part for me now is like adapting to the culture, because it's a lot of culture shock here in terms of like intimacy between, because I'm from Thailand. In China, like we Asian culture, meeting friends and stuff like that is more spontaneous, more intimate, and we are like dependent on each other. But apparently I think the culture here in Northern America are more like independent. It's so hard to find someone, like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like we Asian people are not really independent. Like we very depend on each other. We're like very like warm. Even as a friend, for example, as a friend, when we watch a TV together, we massage each other's feet. We eat together from the same plate. And I think it's different here because it's like people are more independent. They're more like, okay, they have their own thing, So I think that's a little bit of culture shock for me that I'm like trying to like adapt as well, because I don't want to come across that I'm, invading someone's privacy or invading someone's space. Which that's a part where I have to learn, because in Asian culture we don't have such thing. Like we invade each other privacies and space all the time. That's what friends are for, Yeah.
All right. It comes with time. I'm sure you're gonna adapt with time. You know what I mean? You're gonna be more adaptable to the culture.
Yeah. That's something I have to learn to, like, okay, you know what? Don't invade someone's space. Be professional in that sense as well.
Next question for you is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Lies, I think. Not being honest is a deal breaker, because once you're not being honest, you're creating lies, then you cannot trust that person anymore, right? It's like nothing they say will really, really make sense anymore, because you always have the back of your head, they're lying again. So honesty, I think, is the key. If you break that honesty, that's it.
For sure. Next one, let's do it. Next question for you is, what makes you really angry?
What makes me really angry is, I'm not really an angry type of person, but what makes me really, really angry is,
I think it's so difficult to make you angry because you have such a positive and happiness vibe.
I don't really get angry, honestly speaking. Not like, I'm not saying because I'm good at it, but I don't really get angry. Like angry, yeah. I really like seeing things and everything in an empathy way, in an empathy and kind way. People behave the way that they are because of like, their own insecurities or, unresolved emotions that they have in themselves. And working in a mental health related conditions and patients and everything, you really come to understand people act the way they are because there's like inner emotion and inner unresolved, emotion that they have not progressed. So yeah, I don't really get angry much. I think I guess sometimes I get angry much when someone lies or creating lies and stuff like that. I think
Absolutely. Next question. Before the next question, as you're saying about mental health, in your opinion, what's the biggest cause of mental health nowadays?
Well, I work directly with the LGBTQ community. For me, what I see most is loneliness. I guess especially in LGBTQ community. And there's a lot of, if I go into it, there's a lot of like cause and probability. And I mean, like the hypothesis of why people are so lonely. But LGBT community, a lot of us are lonely inside. We have fear. We have this fear of being alone. And I think that is the biggest cause. Who knows? Maybe it's from childhood, right? We feel like we do not fit in and we have to hide the way we are. That's why we feel like we're alone. No one is understanding us. There's a lot of research being done now on like, childhood emotional trauma and what it causes to like adulthood, problem in adulthood. But yeah, what I see most is loneliness. Is that lack of connection to people, lack of deep connection to people. That's a root cause of so many like depression, anxiety, panic attack, and so many things. Yeah.
I see. Next question is, what would your ideal life look like?
Ideal life?
Look like?
Oh my God, ideal life. I'm dreamy. I'm a dreamy person. What can I tell you? My ideal life would be something like I got married with the love of my life. I have kids. I have good job, that I make good money, that I travel every year. I live in a really good house in Toronto. Yeah, I guess that's very basic, but that's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Good, and I'm sure the love is gonna come at some point, for sure.
Bless you. May your word come true.
Next one. Before the next question, do you believe that the alternative medicine nowadays has grown as much as before or not? Do you think, what's your understanding about alternative medicine?
Definitely. So what I do is alternative medicine, right? Naturopathic medicine. There is definitely like a large growth in practice and knowledge about alternative medicine now, and people are becoming more aware of it. Especially in US now, like so booming in US now, naturopathic medicine, alternative medicine. There's even a residency on functional medicine. Basically, it's a naturopathic medicine and residency. Medical doctor are now they're doing residence in that area right now. So it's becoming bigger and bigger. In Canada, it's a little bit slower than US, but I'm sure give it 4 or 5 years time, it's gonna boom as well. Because we're realizing now, fixing the root cause of the disease is the most important way, most ideal way. Because imagine, for example, you, William, you come to me having a headache. Imagine me giving you ibuprofen, giving you NSAID, giving you pain medication. Is that treating the root cause of your complaint? Headache is so normal, weak thing, but it's important for us to ask you, where is this headache coming from? Is it the stress that you have in your life? Is it the lack of sleep that you're having? Is it the adrenal insufficiency that you're having? So we're fixing the root cause is a key, not just suppressing the symptoms and like not really, care about it for years until it become like a big problem, right? So alternative medicine, I feel, is a key to health. Fixing the root cause. That's the modalities of alternative medicine. We're finding the root cause and we're fixing it, not just suppressing the symptoms.
Amazing. Wow, very good. Next question for you is, what's your funniest memory of your time at school?
I was a very naughty kid when I was young. Naughty, like very naughty. I think the most fun time it's bad, but there was one time. It's so funny because I'm still his friend, and we talk about it all the time. I remember when I was a child, there's a yellow drink in Thailand, where you drink cold. It's a yellow drink. I drink it all and I pee in it, and I gave him to drink, and he actually drank it, and he knows right away it's a urine. It's my urination. And I don't know how did he know, because maybe it's warm, and he had to call he went to the principal of the school. His mom came, my mom came.
Oh my God. You were very naughty. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but we're still friends. We laugh about it now, but it was like, wow. It's like everybody know it. In school, imagine 5,000 people, everybody know it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I have 3 questions left for you, okay?
Okay.
Let's do. Next question, Tape, for you is, what are 3 fun facts about yourself?
So I speak, number one is I speak 4 languages. I speak Thai, Hindi, Mandarin, and English. I think that's fun fact. Another fun fact is I I I don't know. I'm so boring. What is
You're
my
not
fun fact?
for sure. You're not boring for sure.
My fun fact. I play ukulele. You know ukulele, a small guitar ukulele. I play
Right.
that ukulele. Yes. And another fun fact is I'm a runner. I run. When I was younger, I run 21 kilometers. I run marathon. I love running, but I don't really do that anymore. But I used to be a runner and swimmer.
Wow.
A really good one.
2 questions left. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Before the next question, as you know, the world has been facing, the COVID crisis for the last 2 years. In your opinion, what has been the personally for you, what's the most positive thing you took out of this challenge journey so far?
For me personally, it became positive because I think I have time for myself more. I stay at home more because the nature of the disease, like we don't really go in person to work, and I have a lot of time alone at home to actually reflect who I am. I develop like a good routine for myself. I wake up in the morning, I do meditation for 5 minutes. I actually start exercising at the gym again because I want to go outside of the house. The only way I can really force myself to go outside of the house is go to the gym, right? So I go to gym almost every day. I think the positive thing for me is I get in touch with myself more because I don't go out and lose the track and just get busy with life. But I get to know myself more, and I fell in love with myself. I really fell in love with myself, and I'm grateful for what I am, who I am, and just be grateful in general.
Good, very good one. Next question is, if you had only 24 hours of life, what would you do?
I would have a lot of sex. I would just have a lot of sex. That's an honest question. 24 hours. What would I do? I would call my mom. Of course, I'll call my mom, call my family, the one that I love, and just have sex.
Good for you. Very good.
That's the truth. What else is more satisfying than sex?
Good one.
Good one.
You are a doctor. You know very well what you're talking about, for sure. Ready for the last one?
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's go. But before the next question, Tape, I would like you, people watching the interview right now that would you like to become a doctor somehow, what would be your best piece of advice to those people?
I think best advice for me is, before you become a doctor, you have to ask yourself, do you love, when you become a doctor, you become someone who someone is more vulnerable than you are depending on you. Like they kind of look upon your opinion and decision and treatment plan and everything. So my advice is, like, if you love healing people, like be there for people, then do it. Don't do it just for the money, or don't do it just for like fame and blah blah blah, because at the end of the day, imagine you're going to work in this field for like 30, 40, 50 years of your life. You need to love what you do. You need to love, like healing and giving people advice. And there's a lot of sacrifice that you have to do in order to become a doctor too, like time, money. And time is, I think the time is the most important thing. Like the more I grow up, like now I'm 28 years old, the more I realize time is really expensive. So if you're willing to sacrifice your time, you're okay.
Very good. Last question for you is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they start a relationship?
I guess everything. I guess I don't know. I guess everything. Relationship is such a complicated, topic. That small things can be such a deal breaker for people. This might not be the ideal for everyone, but if I want to get married or get in a relationship with someone, I want to stay over that person place for a while, or that person stay with me for a while. Like we sleep at each other home for a couple times, like maybe a month or two, to really know if we can get along or not. Because some small thing can really turn you off. Like a person doesn't make bed in the morning. This small thing can, not for me, but it can be such a deal breaker. So you never know, right? This is so complicated. Relationship is so complicated. What can I tell you? I'm not a relationship expert. I'm learning myself too. So you know what? I have no suggestion, no opinion.
No, but I agree with you. I think before people give this big step of being together, they need to spend some time living together before, because there are so many little habits that you see just living together.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I have no advice, honestly. I'm learning it as well.
Good. Learning every day.
Yeah.
Right, it's not the end yet. Hey, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
Family.
Wait, one word that comes to my mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Love.
How about money?
Trouble.
How about love?
Kind.
One word for life.
It's a journey.
One word for sex.
Euphoric.
Politics.
Boring.
Religion.
Peace.
Fear.
Challenge.
Friendship.
So many things, but I don't want to repeat it. Friendship would be understanding.
Desire.
Acceptance. Say again.
Desire.
Your goal.
Regret.
Lessons.
Success.
Happy.
One word for wish.
Hopeful.
Happiness.
Family.
One word for Thailand.
Smile.
One word for India.
Food.
One word for Toronto.
Gay.
Oh, and the last one now, doctor.
Satisfying.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friends for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friends, what is the most beautiful thing about Tape, and what's something that he still needs to improve on, to work on? What do you think your best friend will tell me?
I think my best friend would tell exactly what I told you, that he's so positive. He's the kind of person who light up your moods, kind. That's what, there's so many things that happen. Even my friends tell me all the time, yeah, you're right. Just to be kind and have courage. That's what I told them all the time. Have you watched Cinderella? That's what Cinderella mother tell Cinderella, to be kind and have courage. And that's my motto in my life, my motto. I go by that all the time. I told them all the time, we just have to be kind and courage. And I think that's they will describe me like that. One thing that I have to work on for sure, if they tell me that, if they think about me, is my ability to sit still. I'm also ADHD, I'm hyper all the time. Blah. So I need to chill sometime.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Let's play now Tape in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question now, Tape.
Okay. When you come to Montreal, what's the best thing that you experience in Canada, in Montreal?
Right. I love the question. So the third time that I've been in Canada and it was the first time I've been in the winter time in the snow. So, okay, so let's say the second time I was in Canada was summertime. So I enjoyed camping. It was amazing, going to the forest, going to my friends, and just spending the long weekend camping and being in touch with the nature. And I remember the first time I went to Canada, and we were doing canoeing, and I was looking around. I was like, oh my God, I feel like in those documentaries of National Geographic, because it was so beautiful. It was amazing. And the last time now, I went in Canada. I think the best thing about this trip was because I was meeting my godson, 2 years godson for the very first time.
Oh, that's so nice.
And actually, I was the first time as well that I spent Christmas on the snow. So it was snowing Christmas Day. So that was the biggest gift that I had this time in Canada for sure. But I love the country. I think it's as you know already how beautiful and how amazing it is to be there. So yeah, that's the most let's say thing that I enjoy the most, being in touch with the nature and be around my best friends for sure.
That's so nice.
Thep, did you enjoy the interview? Did you have a good time?
I had an amazing time.
Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for bringing this energy, this beautiful, genuine energy to the show. I think it's your friends, they are very right. You have this beautiful, positive approach of life. And I think it's visible. Even though I've met you for the very first time, I can feel this vibe come from you. And it's amazing. Please keep this way all the time because it's just contagious for sure.
I'll see you in London or Brussels.
Sorry?
I will see you in London.
Yes, okay. I'll be to here. But before you go, I would like you to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires in life.
Again, like what I told you, be kind and have courage. Just like what Cinderella is doing. Be like Cinderella, be kind and have courage.
Hey, amazing. Thank you so much for the interview and you keep in touch, okay? Enjoy your day.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye, see you next time.